Little Nitro.
Stacked.
If James lost, he'd have to eat a dub.
I'm not doing that. Did you see that clip of Deion Sanders?
You don't call Nick Saban Nick. Don't call me Deion.
Let me put some respect on his name. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. James, if you can't turn me up just a tad bit in my ears, I'd appreciate it. It is the show, the Paul Rodriguez Show, Tuesday night. It is the 11th of October. Halloween's almost here. People are decorating spooky stories. Sounds good to me. Let's introduce the boys in the studio. Producer James, as always, running the board, and the man of the DF dub, the Razorback devote, Dallas Cowboy apologist, the ones who will never, ever, ever side with Dallas until probably after a wild card victory. The man of the DF dub, the one that rolls that link, the one who always knows when to pick not Dallas, Wes Washington. What's up, Wes? As soon as we get you framed up,
I got you.
Stay where you are.
Stop touching, I guess.
Yeah.
Quit playing with
I
it.
keep leaning the wrong way. That's what it is. For some reason, I lean that way.
Lean to the left. Lean to the right.
What, dude?
What's up, man?
Old.
What's up?
Nothing, dude. Hey, you know what I do. I wear Cowboy stuff. I mean, I'm a Cowboy fan.
I thought it was laundry day.
Am I a Cowboy believer? There's a difference.
A little bit.
Do I believe in them? Am I a fan of them? Yes.
Okay.
Do I believe that they're gonna do anything?
Okay.
This is all nice and cute, but playoff time.
Dallas Cowboys, huge victory yesterday over the Los Angeles Rams, the defending world champions of the NFL. Dallas has already beaten the Cincinnati Bengals, who were the AFC representative, the champions of the NFL last year, in the Los Angeles Rams at SoFi, so you can be so fly, by the words of the man, Michael Irvin, 88, number one in your hearts, 88 in your programs. Over here, James Slurp, a little slurpy slurp with a devout face. Face.
James,
hey, man.
James had a rough start.
Hey, let's hold on. We get to the Packers.
We're not talking about
We
me.
are going to talk about it for a little bit because there's some things.
Not right now.
I have some high questions about Matt LaFleur, and he needs to change his ways, or he's going to be out of a job. I'm just going to put it like that. I know what I said.
I'll save it.
I know what I said. Sean Payton. Mm-hmm.
Hey,
You have a man crush on Sean Payton.
Dude, because the dude wins. I like winners. You like winners, right?
Fair enough.
Just saying.
Fair enough.
I like winners. Dallas's defense continues to be dominant. Micah Parsons, a little nicked up. He continues to get – they're chipping away at that armor, and I don't like it. It's going to be a big game this coming weekend against the Philadelphia Eagles. Wes, defense showed out. Special teams showed out Sunday afternoon. Cooper Rush did not. The receivers did not. The running game did well enough to keep them in line. Field goals galore. Brett Mayer making his money. Are we looking at the blueprint for Philadelphia to take Dallas out is make Cooper Rush beat him with his arm? And if they do so, is that the end of his time at QB? Will Dak be back? What do you see coming Sunday with Philadelphia? I don't think Dak plays Sunday, to be honest.
yeah, no, Dak shouldn't play Sunday.
Good.
Go ahead and go with Rush. Dude, tell you the truth, who have the Eagles play? So what quarterback?
Arizona has been the best defense they've faced all year.
But I'm saying the who have they played offensively though too? So I'm keep hearing about the Eagles defense. I'm like, who have they played?
Jacksonville's been the best offense, and the reason Jacksonville lost that game was because they had 5 turnovers to Philadelphia's 1 turnover, and that was the difference of the game.
They played a good offense with Detroit.
Yeah, that was we don't really know who the teams are early in the year because we really don't have a preseason. I think both teams were rusty. The defense for Philadelphia, I think that's not the defense that we're seeing now in the Eagles, personally, in my opinion.
No. I'm just saying, out of the quarterbacks they face, I think Cooper Rush is just about as good as about any of them. So, I mean, and they haven't dominated anybody. Have they really blown anybody out? I don't think so, except for maybe who?
Minnesota.
Was it Minnesota they blew out?
Mm-hmm.
But Minnesota, first of all, your boy Kirk Cousins, primetime, is terrible.
Oh,
Look at his record. It's terrible.
Inconsistent.
He's worse than your boy Amari Cooper on the road. Have you seen Amari Cooper's stats on the road?
No, I don't watch other teams mostly.
Terrible. Well, I mean, it's the Browns, and it's hard to watch them.
Except the Packers.
But so I don't know. If you're the Cowboys, I don't think you should be afraid of anything. I think you kind of do what you've been doing, running the ball.
On offense, you're not afraid of Cooper Rush having to win the game? I am. Because his receivers, CeeDee Lamb seems to not be able to catch crucial catches. The circus catches he's okay with. Noah Brown I'm okay with. The tight ends, I don't trust. Noah Brown's the only one. Gallup, he's just coming back off that injury. I'm not 100% with Gallup yet either. But
I mean, weren't they down to a team that's doing really good, and then they made a comeback?
Who? The Bengals?
The Giants.
Bro, you know dang well the Giants ain't legit.
They're 4-1.
Bro, I get the record. I know who they're. I know what the record is. I know what it is.
I'm just saying.
No, that Packers victory is fugazi.
All I'm saying is they do start bad, but they do start to warm up. If they come out and play like they've been playing, not turning the ball over, that's a key thing with Rush. He's not turning the ball over.
Yes, sir.
Defense plays like they did. Defense makes opportunities for them, and they take advantage of them. They have a chance. I mean, I definitely think that it should be it should be a close game. I definitely think it's going to come down to the last type possession type thing, unless the Cowboys have the lead and can run the ball, and I can see them closing out early. I mean, not early, but mid fourth quarter where they start to really shine.
Yeah, for me,
but like I said, Cowboys can win this game. Cowboys can win the rest of the games for the rest of the regular season.
Yes, I know where you're going.
But until you show me you can get out of that first round, or if you get the bye, you get out of that second round, that you get to a championship game, I'm just not a believer. I'm not,
And
I'm still gonna be a fan.
I want to remind the people what happens if the Dallas Cowboys do indeed get to a championship NFC game. James, do you remember what happens if the Dallas Cowboys find themselves in a championship game? This little guy comes out. This little guy is what West has to chew up and then down the hatch. If the Cowboys,
even if it did happen, I don't think I'm going to do it. There's no way.
No,
there's no way.
Because there's a certain individual.
They get to the championship game, I would die if I ate that thing.
There's a certain individual that you know very well who already extended the invitation that if the Cowboys get to the championship game, he would love to host this podcast and have you do the Little Nitro Challenge live from his abode. And I'm willfully, gleefully accepting that invitation if it's still on the table. Now, I don't know if it's still on the table, but what I do know, if it is, and the Cowboys do get to that championship game, you, sir, should be highly concerned.
He's doing it.
I will be. I'll die.
You will not die.
If they do, I'm going to die a happy man. There's no way I can survive that thing. So.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is.
There's no way, man. I'm old. It's gonna be a horrible sight. Y'all are basically gonna be filming.
What's funny about this?
To his last minute.
What's funny about this is,
he might get a lot of reviews.
He is now entertaining the fact that it could be possible. before.
Happen.
Wow, what a turn of events from the beginning of the season where it was no chance it's going to happen. Dallas can't even win a game. Dak Prescott's hurt. Cooper Rush is trash. I felt the same way.
I'm not that worried about it.
I felt the same way. But we are on a different trajectory now, ladies and gentlemen, from where we were 3 weeks ago. Well, James?
Wes, you've made it this far. How old? 62, 63? And you're going to tell me that little gummy bear is going to take you out? Come on, man. Come on, man.
Really? 63, bro?
Oh, my bad. 53?
No, but for real, like you're mid-40s, right?
Yes.
Mid-40s. He's fine.
Sorry.
He's in the prime. He's in the prime of his health. Works out. You work out 3 or 4 times a day. You got great nutrition. You're a healthy young buck.
You eat your greens.
Get your high protein.
Have you seen the videos? People's bodies look like they shut down.
I don't do that.
They're just doing that for content.
Yeah, they're clout chasing. But back to the NFL and back to the games that be. Huge weekend. We had a lot of great matchups, especially throughout the day. Last night's game, Monday Night Football, Las Vegas Raiders taking on KC was an absolute epic. That is what I thought we would see from the AFC West, not what Danger Russ and the Denver Broncos are doing. Back to it. But KC looks extremely strong. Buffalo looks extremely strong. They are on a collision course this coming Sunday. Wes, what were your thoughts from the weekend? Anything else that jumped out at you? Was there something that was just totally memorable that you had to kind of bring it up this weekend? It wasn't the snap that went array and the Dallas Cowboys extra point with a new deep snapper?
No, I mean, I kind of missed that play, so it's all good. I wasn't too worried about starting to watch the game. I'm not. I know I'm wearing all the stuff, but anyway.
Yeah.
The roughing the passer calls were terrible.
Yep.
Last night's was terrible, and then one against Tom Brady. Those are two of the worst roughing the passer calls I've ever seen. I don't know what you're supposed to do as a defender when you're going to tackle these quarterbacks, especially Mr. Tom Brady, which when they asked him about it, he says, I don't throw the flags. But, I mean,
he does.
It's not like you can be like, hey, I'm not going to take this flags. I don't know what else to say, but, man, they were horrible.
Yeah, a lot of those, I think, calls were made in lieu of what transpired against Tua Tagovailoa, and I think some other players who, there was a play where one of the players was called for being apparently disoriented physically, and they made him sit out and go get reviewed, and they're having these spotters make those assessments, and I just don't know how objective they are in their assessment. Like, I'd love to know what the credentials are for them to be a spotter who are going to basically take away a pivotal player in a situation where they may be trying to win a game, and now that player is no longer there. What bias do they have to make that decision? Or it could be in an instance where Tom Brady or, another player gets swung to the ground, and because they don't want anybody's nearly comatose body putting in strange hand signs in, everybody America's living room, basically. I think they were trying to mitigate that. I thought they moved way too fast on implementing new protocols for players who may possibly be concussed, and this is what it's led to. You got officials who have quick to throw flags on penalties for defenders who can't really do anything. I mean, we heard it last night when Chris Jones literally took the ball away from Derek Carr, put his hand down to stop his own body weight from landing on Carr, and they still called a penalty, which took a turnover away from Kansas City.
Huge.
It was one of those pivotal moments.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do, but that they got to fix that. I mean, because that's terrible. I mean, you either got to be able to look at the call or something like that, be able to challenge it, or you got to do something. But from what I understand, the Carolina Panthers, or not Carolina Panthers, the Dolphins, they lost Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah.
From basically something like that, right?
He suffered an injury, and to the extent of the injury right now, I'm not currently aware of.
Yeah, but I don't even think like it was. I don't know. I don't think it was a situation like what happened with Tua. Tua got slammed.
Yeah.
But I just feel like the Tua situation is a lot different than what they're seeing. Like, I get the. Maybe I'm just so. I don't know. They're looking basically. It seems like they're maybe looking at too many signs. I mean, a dude could just be tired or something. I don't know, but they're just went after these two teams losing that momentum. Those are huge plays.
Yeah.
Atlanta's got a chance to win that game if they get that stop. But it worked out for KC, not so much for Atlanta.
Yeah, I think Tampa Bay was able to squeak out with a victory against the pretty much pressuring Atlanta Falcons in that game. But you kind of think to yourself, yes, Tom's going to get that call, but you don't think Derek is going to get that call. And that's what's kind of the inconsistency. And that's what I think bothers a lot of us, is that the officials are inconsistent. They're all different. They come from different backgrounds. They come from different biases. And it's really difficult to kind of watch that game. And for people who know football, if you watched it long enough, you can definitively say, like, this was malicious or this was not. Like, Tua's slam was a lot different than Tom's slam. And then the strip sack fumble by Jones on Derek Carr was not even close to what Sam Williams did for Dallas against Matt Stafford. And so you kind of think to yourself, Jones was trying to hold up his body weight. Williams for Dallas was not. And so you kind of have these two different type of images or videos that you kind of look at and you're like, well, definitely one was trying to be intent to hurt somebody and this other one wasn't. And so when people see that, they kind of get into a groove where they're like, if we can see it from a television, how come you can't see it live on the field? And this kind of goes back into the recency biases that it kind of get into.
They didn't even throw a flag on Tua.
I know.
Yeah, that's the bad part. But hey, here's a stat that I found out today, which is I think is crazy. Cooper Kupp has 49 completions.
You mean receptions?
Yeah, receptions. Sorry.
Okay.
That's how I messed it up already. Cooper Kupp has 49 receptions.
Mm-hmm.
There's a quarterback that has 49 completions. Can you tell me the quarterback?
49 completions. If I had to guess off the top of my head without looking. Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know?
Davis Mills.
Mm-hmm. No. James, you got a guess?
No.
Who is it?
Justin Fields.
Okay. But I bet you they're all underneath. There's nothing deep.
Dude, what are you talking about? I saw the quarterback, was it for Illinois?
Mm-hmm.
He had 10 completions for, he had 10 completions for like 16 yards?
Illinois? You mean the college Illinois?
Yeah. Sorry, I switched to college on you. It was just my bad. Go back to whatever. You
mean go back to the NFL?
Yes. But no, it was just crazy to me that, I mean, Chicago's even won a game, right? I just don't understand how you can only have, I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's a good thing though. I mean, maybe they're trying something. He can't throw the ball. I don't know, man, but that seems insane to me.
Speaking of quarterbacks who are causing somewhat of a ruckus in their locker room, according to the head coach, James found something online this past weekend, or I think it was today.
Yeah.
What did you find today with a certain head coach making comments about his quarterback?
Yeah, I asked about the Commanders' standings with the other teams in the NFC East, how they compare, and he said quarterback.
So there was a reporter for interviewing or the press corps for the Washington Commanders, and the question was pretty much simple, like, what's wrong with the team? And Ron Rivera said the quarterback, which he shouldn't have done.
Straight under the
You
bus.
can't throw. Hold on. Wait, just hold the phone. We'll get there. I know where you're going. You can't just throw your quarterback or any player under the bus as the head coach or the general manager. You should not be doing that because of what it's going to do to a locker room.
Might get his feelings hurt.
Well, that's part of it. But my biggest part of it was how clever the reporter's question was as a follow-up. So as Ron Rivera says, the quarterback, the follow-up question was, well, didn't y'all pick him? Which he's doubling down and saying, well, your quarterback stinks according to you, and y'all are the one who picked him, you and the GM. So what does that say about y'all? Which to me, I think with Ron Rivera answering that question has placed him on a very hot seat, because not only did he throw his players under the bus, which you should never do, he said, he doubled down and said, I made a mistake and I'm going to be honest about it. You got to give him credit for being honest. And then at the same time, it's like, you're going to lose that locker room. And if you lose that locker room, you're done. And then we also know what's going on with Jack Del Rio and his nonsense before the season, Snyder's nonsense. And here we go. I know the Browns are going to be the Browns, Wes, but Washington is turning into the same dumpster fire that Cleveland is going on, is already been down that road. It's like you got one dumpster fire and you got Washington back here following them down this big hill of nonsense.
Maybe this is Ron Rivera's way of saying, I want out.
Good point.
Done.
I thought about that as well.
Like y'all can have it, and maybe he was forced into doing it. I mean, you never know what's going on behind closed doors when they made the decision. Maybe he was like, no, and then, well, we're taking a vote. You're outvoted, so it's going to happen, but this is what we want you to do publicly.
And you're talking about...
Maybe that was his firing back saying, yeah, our quarterback's a problem.
And so you're talking about the powers that be selecting Carson Wentz and Ron Rivera disagreeing with that decision.
Yeah. I mean, it happens.
I just wanted to make sure the whoever's watching had that frame of mind of what you were talking about, because you just dove in on something. But yeah, we were talking about Carson Wentz.
We know it happens. So,
dude, without a doubt, it happens all the time. Personally, I don't think that Ron Rivera should have said it, and it's not because of people's feelings getting hurt. It's just about losing the locker room, and I think that's the biggest thing. What you kind of can't happen. Anybody else can dog. I can say whatever I want about Carson Wentz, and I have said whatever I wanted about Carson Wentz because I think he's hot garbage. I said it when he was in Philly. I said it when he was in Indianapolis. So he didn't win it. So what? He didn't win the championship.
He took him there.
He didn't win the game.
He got the regular season.
Okay. Did Drew Bledsoe win the Super Bowl in 2001 or Tom Brady?
They won it together.
Oh, bullshit. You know it. You
know
it.
I'm not.
Tom Brady took the job because Bledsoe got hurt. Nick Foles took the job because Wentz got hurt.
Team game. It is a team.
Why is it a team game when I bring up Tom Brady, but whenever I talk about Carson Wentz, he's the guy who took him to the Super Bowl, which is not right.
He was a part of it.
He did not win it. You said he won a Super Bowl.
He won a Super Bowl because he was a part of it. He got him there.
He was not the quarterback who won. He is not the quarterback who beat Tom Brady in said Super Bowl.
I mean, he still
got to get there first.
Still got to go through the regular season.
You got to win the playoff games, right, Wes? You always talk about winning playoff games. You got to win those, don't you?
Before that, you got to
set up to do it. I'm just saying.
Before that, you got to get to the to the playoffs.
Then I can make a case for Cooper Rush winning these 4 games as Dallas gets back on track with Dak Prescott. I know Wes doesn't want to hear it because that's the same thing that can be made. That's why I don't believe in Carson Wentz, because right now Cooper Rush ain't got it for the long haul. Nick Foles doesn't have it for the long haul. The only ones that do are the elite quarterbacks. In my opinion, if Dak comes back and Kellen Moore goes back to his bullshit with 40 pass attempts a game, get ready, Cowboy fans. Y'all going to be pissed off again. You're going to get your hopes up again. You better hope to God Kellen Moore calls the football game like he has been with Cooper Rush when Dak's in there. Don't get your shiny new toy back. Don't get your shiny new toy back and think it can do what it did before, because it's not.
Wes crying already.
No, he's not. He's just got some in his eye.
First of all, I don't know when Dak's coming back because he hadn't been able to grip a football. So it's not something you worry about.
It's not what Tom Ronaldo said.
First of all, I mean, you like you said, you got to get in position to win. But the problem is when they get in these positions to win, they don't. So, I mean, you get a home game last year. You get a first round bye not too many years ago. You don't win. So it doesn't matter who's going out there at quarterback. You know? So it's a team, it's a coach, it's an effort. So
who won the game? Who won for the game for the Cowboys Sunday, Wes?
I'm just saying, I think you as the Cowboys are right now, if you play the way they're playing right now, it doesn't matter who's at quarterback. They got a chance to win if the defense can play like that.
Because the defense has to play a certain way.
That doesn't really matter until and it doesn't matter who's in the playoffs. It's about who can finish and not turn the ball over in the playoffs.
This game with Dallas and Philadelphia is a playoff game. It's going to have a playoff vibe. It is almost like an elimination type of style of game, but it's really not. It's a mid-year game, but it's going to feel like it's going to be for Sunday night, prime time. Everybody's going to watch it. I wouldn't be shocked if it's going to maybe do numbers like Tampa and Dallas did at the beginning of the year. 19 million views. It's going to have a lot. It's going to do huge numbers.
The Cowboys are involved.
It's going to do huge numbers because Philly's a big market and Dallas is a national team.
Yeah. I mean, as much as people hate the Cowboys, when the Cowboys are on, everybody's watching.
Yeah, you hate them too, so it's all right.
Well, come on. You know what I'm saying. But like I said, though, I mean, it doesn't matter because neither one, Dak or Rush, have won in the playoffs. So it doesn't matter who they have back there. It's about who cannot turn the ball over. And when they get Dak, they like to get super happy and they like to throw the ball around way too much. But you know what? Let's move on from the Cowboys. Let's talk about last night and your boy. How did you feel last night, James, when Devontae Adams pushed that dude down? Were you mad because you're like, you don't want Devontae? Or you're like, good. I hate Devontae.
Nah, first of all, I don't hate anybody. Sorry, Wes. But here's my deal at the moment about the whole thing. So when I saw it, I was like, oh, damn, like, it was kind of funny, right? And then you think about these cameramen, they're softer than WWE referees. You know what I'm saying? They're like brittle. Come on.
Okay. You know what it's like to be a camera guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Think about how much money they're holding in their hands. You go down because Sunday I saw a guy's probably $10,000 rig get flipped and rolled over. I saw a 4-foot lens just get ripped off a body. And I'm like,
they didn't give him another one.
What? Maybe if it's NFL films, probably, James. But we know, like, I saw that and I was like, ugh, because I know what it costs.
Yeah.
But as far as like soft, I'm like, that's a little harsh, don't you think?
No.
Okay.
So what happened was, and people were trying to defend. This guy's used to winning, playing with the Packers. He used to winning. You know, he was pissed. You know, because what's his name?
Saw it right on the sideline.
Yeah. What's his name at the last play of the game?
Renfro.
You know, yeah, ran right into him. You know. So
yes,
they crossed routes, and because Devontae's an elite route runner, you know. So anyways, he's pissed. You know, he feels like they should have won the game. Obviously, he might have been pissed with him going for it. You know, kick the field goal, whatever. He's walking. He's looking down. He's not looking. You know, he's a big dude. You know, so he runs into him. You know, the guy shouldn't have walked in front of him, but at the same time, he did push him, which, you know, but he's pissed off. You know, and I've seen, oh, look at this angle. Look, he pushed the guy from whatever angle. He pushed him.
Yep.
And he shouldn't have. He was pissed. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
I think a fine or a 1-game suspension. I don't think both.
I don't think he should be suspended again. I think he should have a hefty fine, though.
Well, the only reason that I'm for a suspension or a fine is because
I don't want a suspension.
Let's be honest, a fine ain't gonna do nothing. That's a slap on the wrist.
But here's the thing:
a game suspension will.
I see what you're saying, and you're not wrong, but the way all players care about is that bank account, and they do want to play, right? Is Goodell probably gonna give a suspension? Yeah, but all I'm saying is $1 million fine, and then you break off homeboy something at a settlement because he already filed a police report.
Yeah,
he's gonna file a civil lawsuit, no doubt. $1 million fine, so that we all know to keep our hands to ourselves, and then you break off homeboy for $250,000. And then
it's not like it happens a lot. I don't think it happens a lot in them. Well, when was the last time you seen something like this happen?
Leonard Fournette in Jacksonville when he near Jason Peters when he was in L.A.
When though? How long ago?
Leonard Fournette was like probably 5 years ago. Man. He didn't put his hands on anybody, but he like went into the crowd.
Well, Leonard Fournette, he's had some history, so that's something he should be avoiding.
He don't deserve that. He don't deserve that.
No, not Leonard Fournette. I'm thinking of LeGarrette Blount. It's wrong person.
Yeah, he done had history in college.
Yeah,
sucker punching.
But there's nothing going on with Kamara?
Dude, that's what I've been talking about. I haven't been talking about it here, but like on Sundays, I'm like, so Kamara's just cool out here playing while he beat up a dude in Vegas during the Pro Bowl, and Deshaun's at home because he was a freak. And Kamara has criminal charges waiting for him, and Deshaun only has civil charges. Fill in the blanks, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I think the Deshaun thing is a bigger deal because there's so many people involved. I think this incident is just a few people involved. Criminal, and civil. But I'm just saying, it's one occurrence when you're talking about something that went on for how many years they was there, involving multiple people.
And do you think those multiple people who were assisting should have said something in the beginning to mitigate all of this? Yes.
I'm saying something now, dude. It's different.
It's not. It's hindsight now. But what it is bad optics for the NFL. You can.
You're hindsight now.
No, my guy. You can beat up. The NFL is okay with you going out and beating up black men, but it's not okay with you going out there and allegedly sexually assaulting women. Why isn't it the same?
Whoa. I'm not touching that, bro.
Why?
You gotta treat women. It's different. It's because it's the way the NFL has been getting a bad look.
Should Alvin Kamara be playing football? Yes or no? No, he should not be.
The NFL is getting a bad look with women. They got to go after that much harder.
You heard me say that they're the same, and I'm not saying that they're okay. I'm saying they're both horrible. That's what I'm trying to say, is that if Deshaun's out, Alvin Kamara should be out.
No, you treat the women different. When it's dealing with women, you treat it different. It's more of a severe thing. Especially because they've been
Deshaun was never convicted of sexual assault in a criminal court.
Does it matter?
Yes, it does.
That means there was lack of evidence.
Does it? Dude, you're thinking old school stuff, man.
No, sir. I am thinking of due
1997.
process of the United States court systems. That is what I'm talking about. We are all here to be treated fairly and equitably, no matter your race, creed, or color. No matter what.
You need to stop. Dude.
No, sir.
You're getting in trouble.
I'm going to stand up for human beings being treated equitably under the law. Period.
Chill out, Kanye.
Nah, bro. Maybe you should listen to some Kanye.
I do jam Kanye.
Good.
I just don't listen to Kanye.
So then why even play it? That doesn't make any sense. It sounds like you're wasting your time.
What?
When you do that.
Well, I listened to some of his first couple of albums. Yeah. But I'm not gonna.
He said he listens to it but didn't hear it. That's the problem right there. I get it. I see it now.
He said he jams them, but he don't listen to them.
That's why. It makes sense.
No. Kanye's music has changed. His views have changed. Don't even try to compare
100%.
Kanye to the beginning. I'm talking about college dropout, those type the first like 3 or 4.
Hey man, Jesus walks. That's all I need. That's all I need to say. Jesus walks.
But whoever this dude is now, I don't know him.
You don't. You're right.
I don't listen to his music either.
Can't.
So
I need you to try to keep up though. Try.
What?
Yeah, you heard me.
What?
Okay. All right. We're gonna play the I didn't hear you card. That's what it is. It must be the mid 40-year-old kicking in that card with selective hearing. Is that what you're trying to say right now?
That's not what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
I was actually talking when you said something, so I did not hear you. So my bad for talking over you, sir.
Thank you.
I did not hear what you said.
I appreciate that. Just like a gentleman. All right, folks, let's get into a break. It is 8:35. Wes is calling out the police for me. Thinks I should
I deal with.
Yeah, well, we didn't disagree. This will be a boring ass show. That's all I got to say. Let's get into a quick break. Give us 5 minutes. We got to get Wes back on the line. And when we do so, we'll get into some college football. Big college football slate this weekend. We'll be back.
So many.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is that show where we're pushing the limits. Time to get after college football. Big slate this coming weekend. Can't wait for it to start. I don't know about y'all, but big games this weekend for me I'm looking forward to. Of course, everybody's talking about Alabama at Tennessee. Top 6 matchup right there. I like how the AP try to structure the SEC and getting that top matchup. High billing, lots of sales. TCU, Oklahoma State. This will probably be for the lead in the Big 12. Not to mention Big 10 matchup. Penn State at Michigan. And then USC taking on the Utah Utes, possibly for the Pac-12 championship. Late night. Wes, what's intriguing you the most? Is it the matchup everybody's talking about, or is that being Alabama-Tennessee? I think Alabama dominates that game as they run away with it. Or is there another game catching your eye that we mentioned from that list?
I mean, of course, I'm going to be watching Arkansas, BYU. Arkansas needs some bounce back. But also, you got to watch out for TCU and Oklahoma State in the Big 12. It's a big game. You kind of got to watch out for what's going on in the Pac-12 now, because you got to see what's going on with USC and UCLA. Will they be able to make a push? If they both keep doing great, then, that makes their game bigger when they play towards the end of the season. And possibly pushes. Hopefully, both of the teams keep winning, so that becomes a big game. So maybe you can get a Pac-12 team in there, or whatever, Pac-16, or whatever they call themselves. As for the Big 12, I don't know who can sneak in there when you're talking about if you get Alabama and Georgia to keep winning in the SEC, you get teams like Ohio State or Michigan that keep winning in the Big 12. I'm not trying to be a negative person, but I don't know if there's a team that is in the Big 12, unless they go undefeated, they can get into this playoff picture this year, unless some things happen differently. But, because, Longhorn fans and maybe wish that they were still undefeated, because, of course, they'd be in the race. But, yours just look good. But my question for you, to go a little crazy.
Uh-huh.
How did you feel about what happened with your boy, Dion?
With Prime?
Yeah.
Tell me what happened to Prime. Tell me what happened.
Eddie Robinson Jr.
Yep.
He's the head coach for Alabama State. They went to go shake hands.
Yep.
And they dapped him up, and then I guess Prime went in for like the bro hug. And
got shoved.
Nah, get off me, dog.
Yep.
They don't like him. And he said that Dion is not swag.
Why do we got to do this? Why do we got to do this in the culture? It's not my culture. But why they got to do it like that in the culture? What these are HBCUs, right? That's the whole reason why these institutions were formulated, was so that there was an opportunity for black men and women to go get higher education. And is it jealousy that's going on here, or is this because Dion's bringing all kinds of eyes, social media, marketing, money, NIL? If I was any coach, HBCU or not, I would want to have a game against Jackson State because of the attention it's going to garner from ESPN. Because it's Dion Primetime Sanders, Coach Prime. Now, I don't know where Coach Robinson was coming from. I don't know if there's some backstory that we're not aware of that's private.
Well,
but I don't think that was classy whatsoever for him to do that to Prime, because Dion's not trying to show anybody up. He's just trying to lift everybody up, in my opinion. But I could be wrong. There's something I may not know about.
He's saying that Dion doesn't coach like coaches in the SWAC. And there were some things that Dion has done when they play, saying, I believe he said before the game, he walked through the stretching lines of Alabama State instead of walking around.
Okay.
He felt that was disrespectful. He felt like Dion tries to run up the score. and he just feels like that. I don't know. Maybe he just like I said, I'm not agreeing with him. I'm just telling you what Eddie Robinson Jr. how he felt. I don't even know what that means to be swag because Dion was very upset and was like, "What does that mean? I'm not swag. What like?"
It's almost like he's saying he ain't black.
He's not saying that, dude.
That's what it sounds like to me.
I'm not touching that. Anyway, you go ahead to your whatever you.
So Coach Robinson said that Dion's running up the score, right? What was the score? What was the score?
There wasn't a huge lead.
26-12. 26-12.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
I didn't do it. I'm just telling you what he said. Don't call me. I mean, but I get it though.
Help me understand.
Maybe the thing is, I think Eddie Robinson Jr. just feels like Dion is trying to make it into the show, that the Dion show, and making it just too glitzy, and when it's and that it's going beyond HBCU, and it doesn't feel like, maybe he feels like he's taken away from it, because HBCU has always just been, it seemed like it's a more about the football. It's more about the culture or whatever, and not so much about being on TV and that kind of stuff. Maybe that's what it is, and it's just a historic thing about bands and all this kind of stuff. And he just feels like maybe Dion is feeling like he's above it, and that he is, bigger than HBCU.
Do you agree with that, Wes?
No, I don't agree with it. I mean, I definitely think that he has gotten the HBCU more attention.
Okay.
Maybe that's why he's mad, is that he just feels like that, Dion. Like I said, like you said, it could be jealousy. But hey, I got a quick question. I can't see us over here.
That's
the thing.
That's a different department.
Okay. But no.
There you go.
I'm not saying that Dion is bad for HBCU, but I can understand where Eddie Robinson Jr. is coming from, because he's trying to say that Dion is changing, and how old people are. Some old people, they don't like change.
So I'm really trying to be. I'm not gonna try to front about anything right now.
I got the quotes here from Eddie Robinson Jr. after the game.
I think I have them right here too. So James, go ahead and read those, and then maybe Wes, you're representing the African American culture on this show right now. So I need you to teach me on what he means by it's not good for the HBCUs, because I don't get more money for the schools, more facilities, better facilities for the athletes, not football players, athletes, more recognition in the NFL by having more scouts coming and scouting HBCUs, which Dion made a tremendous impact in doing last year when he brought light to it and explicitly called out the NFL and the lack of scouts going to the HBCUs when there's so much talent there. And so when Eddie Robinson Jr. makes these claims, he sounds like he's old-timey. He sounds like he's stuck in the 80s. Nobody had a problem when Doug Williams was at Grambling. Nobody had a problem when Grambling was running the game.
But Doug Williams is totally different. I mean, you even have Eddie George. I believe Eddie George is
Tennessee State.
Yeah. So, I mean, you have other people do it, but Dion is doing it differently.
But that's my thing is Dion is a marketer. And Dion's going to bring the market to the HBCUs so that they can improve. Have you seen the practice locker room for Jackson State? I have.
And I think that might be the problem, is that I think that like Eddie Robinson Jr. is more like his dad, where it's just not It's not about all that glitz and glam when you're seeing him on Aflac commercials and things like that. Dude, whoa, man. You try to make it seem like I'm Eddie Robinson Jr. and that's what I believe.
I'm trying to portray the benefits that come with Deion. With Deion. I'm just going to say with Deion Sanders. Forget prime time. The benefits that come with Deion Sanders are beneficial to all HBCUs, not just Jackson State. Because it's the same thing that happened when Nick Saban went to Alabama and started dominating. Deion Sanders was able to piss off Nick Saban when Travis Hunter flipped from Florida State to Jackson State. Is that what Eddie Robinson Jr. is talking about? Is he concerned that the upper echelon talent are now going to stop going to the SEC and they're going to be funneled into Jackson State? Well, I hate to break it to you, Eddie Robinson Jr., but maybe, sir, respectfully, maybe you should have some teams, some scouts, some recruiters go out to these tier 1 high schools and recruit these kids. But if it's too old school, okay, don't sweat the technique then. Leave Coach Prime and his team alone. If he's just trying to dap you up and show you some love as a human being, then fine. You can mush him, try to embarrass him, fine. But did Deion do anything? Did Deion say anything negative about Eddie Robinson Jr. after the game?
I don't know about that.
Because he took the high road. Go ahead, James.
Got it here. Okay, make sure Wes is
You get me fired up today, bro. What'd you do? Why'd you do this?
So it says here, Robinson later explained that he thought it was disrespectful for Sanders to run a hitch and go with Jackson State already up 26-12 and only a minute left on the clock. He added that he thought Sanders was disrespectful leading up to the game. Quote, "No disrespect to Prime, but he ain't swag. I'm swag. Don't be trying to run a hitch and go with 40 seconds left up 26-12. Take the damn win. You do that, we're going to blitz and take out your quarterback. No quarter given."
Which is Deion Sanders' son. Threat against his son.
Robinson also said that he hopes the two teams meet next year in Jackson, Mississippi for Jackson State's homecoming game. You got the W. Great job. I pray he don't get a Power 5 job, and we play them next year in Jackson, and I pray they put us for their homecoming. Sanders explained his side of the things. Quote, "I think he thought he was going to get a win. I don't know why he would have ever thought that. Secondly, he said that I didn't come to greet him in the center of the field. I don't know if you understand, but we got here very late, so that expedited our whole process of preparation. So then we were in, like, let's go get it in." Sanders added, "My exact words was, hey, man, you had them ready to play. Good game. Shook hands and tried to embrace, and he pushed off. That was it."
Who said that at the end?
Sanders.
Okay.
Deion.
If you don't want anybody running up the score, then
Stop
him. Don't let him score.
Yeah.
Sorry. This is collegiate athletics. This is not pee-wee.
Man, you have to start worrying about people's feelings, man. You're just being rude.
You talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Because I don't care.
Worry about other people's feelings.
We're talking about grown men. We're talking about grown men who are getting money to play in college.
This is because that's what y'all like to do here. Y'all like to hurt people's feelings.
I don't care.
And all that kind of stuff.
Look,
exactly.
I do not care. We're talking about men.
Junior, we care. We care about people's feelings.
Why?
Hey, like earlier going back, what did he say that if Ron Rivera hurt Carson Wentz's feelings, oh, boo-hoo, big deal.
You only like to do it with Carson Wentz? You just supreme protector of Carson?
Well, no, we're talking about
grown men, right?
We're talking about
men who get paid to play football.
We're not talking about pay. Whatever, man.
Hey, shrug emoji.
Y'all make things up. Y'all try to play me as the
You know what? Guy. You know what? People lose an argument. They say you make stuff up. I think I've heard that before.
What does Carson Wentz have to do with anything?
We're basically using the words that you said.
Feelings.
And talking about Carson the feelings.
No feelings.
You said if Ron Rivera, by saying that he's gonna hurt his feelings, you said he needed to suck it up. Boo hoo. You went like this. Boo hoo. And now you're saying we need to start caring about people's feelings.
You know what caring about feelings people does for how to pay the bills? Feelings don't pay the bills, my friend.
It's college kids though, man.
They are getting paid to play. Now, I'm not saying all of them. But the top ones are, and guess where the top ones are at? At the HBCU level.
I'm just saying it's different.
It's different. Yeah, it's different. But you know what? Time changes all. Maybe it's time we get into year 2022 instead of 1974. I mean, I don't know.
This guy.
You know I'm right, Wes. You know it.
I know you're right about what?
Nobody cares about the feelings. I don't even think
Yes,
Eddie
they do.
Robinson cares about the feelings. Eddie Robinson wants to be the face of the SWAC. And a new guy came along. Innovate. That's what Dion did.
Maybe he doesn't want to be the face of SWAC. Maybe he wants to.
He said
face of
himself,
SWAC
quote,
to be everybody, and he feels like Dion is making himself the face of SWAC.
Dion never claimed that he was SWAC. Dion never said I'm SWAC. Dion just said I'm Coach Prime, and I'm going to make a championship football team. He had the band. He had partnerships with Jacksonville Cadillac.
Well, in his rant last night, the other night, he was saying that how is he not SWAC?
Exactly. He doesn't have the burden of proof. He's a head coach in the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Moving on, apparently. You all right there, buddy?
I'm fine.
I want you to chip your tooth.
You're just ridiculous. But hey.
Yes, I am ridiculous.
What else did I take away from the college football season? I'm just gonna walk away from that noise. I mean, is it me, or is it ridiculous that if A&M can't turn it around, how much money they got to pay Jimbo Fisher? They literally cannot pay Jimbo Fisher less than, I think, $60 million within the next, 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
They fire. That's insane.
It's a ridiculous amount.
That is a good agent.
Oh, 100%. Most college football coach contracts are nearly 100% guaranteed. Not fully, but nearly. Hey, man, don't sweat the technique. That's all I got to say.
I mean, but you got to hope he starts winning soon. A&M got that. Well, I mean, we know A&M's got a ton of money.
Oh, yeah.
They got a ton of money, just like Texas. They got a ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, things about to change.
In what way?
And for A&M in Texas.
Right,
A&M,
but I don't know you.
Oklahoma.
Okay.
Huh?
I'm listening.
A&M, Texas, and Oklahoma are about to be in the same conference again together. So I think that's going to change recruiting for them.
You really think, though? You really think they're going to stick Oklahoma in the West?
I would think so. I think you move out somebody else.
Yeah, logistically, you would think so, right? But if there's two teams coming in, there's no way. Who would you move to the East? Ole Miss? Maybe.
Missouri, Ole Miss.
Missouri's in the East already. Ole Miss is in the West. Mississippi State's in the West.
Sorry.
Arkansas, you move them to East?
I would like Arkansas.
I know you would. That's why I said that.
I guess. Wait. Ole Miss. Missouri's are in the man. I don't know who you do.
I think you would move. If it was me,
Arkansas. Huh?
if it was me, I would move. I would just move Oklahoma to the East. I know it's technically not, but to balance it out, there's no way you put Alabama, Auburn, LSU, Oklahoma, Texas, and Texas A&M all together. There's no way that's a football conference right there. It's its own conference.
Hey, what? Won't you really be bad? Throw Alabama and Auburn to the east, and then you put everybody else in the west.
Well, then you'll have too many.
Well, not everybody else, but you put Oklahoma and Texas in the west.
Dude, Georgia and Florida ain't gonna let that happen.
I'm just saying.
It could work. It could work for sure, but
I think it just make it really tough.
It make it tough for the East.
One thing that did happen, I guess, was it today or yesterday, that I think that would be maybe beneficial to somebody in college football. Matt Rule getting fired. Who goes after Matt Rule?
Nebraska. Nebraska all day. They got that money, dude. They got that farming money.
I mean, if you're Matt Rule, how long do you hold out, though?
Well, that's the thing is, like, if you're smart, you play golf for a year, let them pay you out that $40 million. Because if you don't, some other team, some college team, like if you go coach next year, that college team's going to have to pay Carolina that $40 million. So if I'm Matt, I go chill for a year, get my $40 million, and then go get a second contract or get a new contract in college.
But I'm saying, I mean, somebody's going to have to make a move here in a second that I think is going to open up something. If Oklahoma really has a really, really bad year,
I don't think
you're talking about going into the SEC.
I don't think they hired Matt Rule over Brent Venables.
I mean,
you got to let him build it. But there's a lot of college football openings. Like we're not talking about them because they're not Power 5 schools. The only one that's a Power 5 school right now is Nebraska.
Well, no, you got Arizona State.
Yeah, that's true. Arizona State could be a fit. I forgot about that. But does Matt Rule really want to go to the Pac-12? He wants to go. He wants to be in the SEC or the Big Ten, in my opinion.
Yeah,
to me, the Big Ten is more profitable.
So somebody's about to go somewhere soon. So I mean, you just got to wait a couple of weeks, I would think, or wait till the end of the season. But you're saying you wouldn't coach next year in college football if you're Matt Rule?
$40 million to play golf?
He's just not that big of a golf fan, man. I don't get the golf.
Okay. Here you go. $40 million to travel the world. Do whatever you want.
No, some people like that lifestyle. So
yes, 100%. You are right. You got to be a sick individual to be away from your family and coaching for 18 hours a day. Yeah, sleep for
they go back
4 and then go back again.
Yeah, they go back to that regular life. They don't know what to do themselves. But I mean, he's got plenty of time. He's got a while. He could think about it for a few months.
You think he was justified in being fired? Do you think it was the right time?
I don't know, dude. With Christian McCaffrey not being healthy, been a big problem. You got the quarterback thing. I mean,
that's a
have
mess.
You ever had a quarterback?
That's a mess right now.
Have they ever had a quarterback?
No, man. They have not. Matt Rule didn't have a legit quarterback at Carolina.
I think it's kind of messed up, but I mean, there could have been other things going on that we don't know about. We don't know about what's going on behind closed doors, where maybe Matt Rule was just an asshole to everybody, and they didn't like the way he treated them, or maybe
he's a player's
they
coach.
wanted Matt Rule to go a different way, and he just kept saying no. Or I think
if anything, Matt Rule was a little too soft. He was a little too much of a player's coach. He gave too much leeway, not enough discipline. And I think Tepper, the owner of the Carolina Panthers, he wants to win now. I mean, he's the richest. Well, not now. He's the second richest owner now that the Waltons bought Denver Broncos with that Walmart money. So I think Tepper wants to win. He wants to win now. And he sees Brady on the way out, and he needs to go get a quarterback. He needs to go get a quarterback like right now so that they can build, and in 2 years when Brady's gone, then they can have a legit run at the AFC and the NFC South. But the question about it is, what quarterback do you go get?
I mean, can you really get a quarterback? Are you gonna rely on the draft?
Well, maybe you think they fired Rule so they could tank to get a high draft pick with these C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young, Levis from Kentucky. I mean, there's some dudes out there who can sling it.
I mean, it's possible. You know, yeah. I mean, anything is possible, but I don't know, man. I don't think that's why it happened. I don't see a quarterback right now that could change that team around. Are you telling me that they got that much talent where all they need is a good quarterback?
Robbie Anderson can take the top off the defense. DJ Moore can catch the ball anywhere on the field. I think McCaffrey can do enough to not, as long as he doesn't get hurt, he'd be fine. The defense is a little suspect, but I mean,
no, I just think that they got too many holes because, like you said, the Cavs can't stay healthy.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers doesn't need. You know, I don't think Aaron Rodgers. I think he wants to retire Packers. I don't see. I'd be really surprised.
You just said name a quarterback. I'm just naming the quarterback. Aaron ain't going nowhere. Let's go into Dallas.
Oh, you're saying name a quarterback?
Yeah, you said pick a name. I just put an obscure name in there.
He just said the best quartback in the league. You know,
right now, no, that's not true. That's probably Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen.
That's an opinion, all right?
We can pull up the stats.
That's an opinion.
Who's played better, Cooper Rush or Aaron Rodgers?
Oh, Aaron Rodgers, easy. That's not hard.
No way,
dude.
Cooper
Rush threw 102 yards on Sunday. 102.
What's wrong with that?
He didn't throw a touchdown either.
Anyway. Y'all just change the subject.
Now you're defending him.
I mean, he did have to go 35 West. I mean,
this is West today.
Yeah.
Flip flop, flip flop.
Like a politician.
Flipping that pancake.
Like a politician.
What are you talking about?
Feelings.
That was a question. That's not
feelings.
F your feelings, and then we need to start caring about feelings.
Feelings.
Y'all twist things so badly, it's ridiculous. I'm talking about two quarterbacks, how they perform. That was it.
You're like the NFL officials. You are inconsistent today, sir.
Damn, that's low, Paul.
Yeah. You're ridiculous.
Yeah, see, I'm ridiculous.
That was kind of low.
A ridiculous. I mean, hey, what can I say?
What was the next thing about college football that I was thinking about? I was just thinking about it now.
You were in the midst of this fog, and you're trying to grasp the different topics coming out of your mindset. There, you got it.
Oh, so what are you feeling about the pack 16, whatever the pack, whatever?
Yeah, 16 pack.
UCLA, USC. I mean, is it going back to LA dominating that conference?
No, bro. USC's running the game right now. I know UCLA is trying to make this rise. I don't see it. I'm not. Holler at me when UCLA is in the top 10, and then we can talk about it. Until then, I'm not gonna hear nothing.
All right.
What up, Nas Cool? Nas Cool in the chat. Lucky in the chat. You all right, Wes? You sweating over there, bro? You turn AC?
I'm not sweating. I don't sweat.
I saw you go like this, wipe your brow. I don't know what's going on.
I wipe my brow because my hairs, they start going all over the place. So I'm just kind of like,
you laying them baby hairs down is what you're saying.
Yeah, no. My eyebrows just start to get all nappy.
Need to hit that spa.
You get facials, Wes?
Oh. No, I get no facials.
Okay. No, his face looks hydrated. I was just curious if he gets facials. I don't know.
No facial, bro.
All right, Bird, no doubt. Sorry. I'm trying to. What did I say?
You think you funny, but
What'd I
you
say?
ain't.
Let's get into a quick break. 9:13, 13 minutes after the hour. We're going to get into a quick break. When we do, I believe we'll have our pick'ems. A new king will be crowned. And, then we'll get off the rails a little bit and see how things go. Wrap this bad boy up. Give us how many minutes, James? As much as it'll take.
Yeah. All right.
Give us about 7 minutes. We'll be back. Taco Tuesday. Wes, you holding the tacos or what? Don't let me find out.
Jokes, dude. I hear you. Nas cool. No, dude, I'm not eating tacos, man. Actually, I just had some water. Maybe I have a little yogurt before I go to bed.
A little yogurt. All right. Tacos with yogurt. I never knew who people do that, but all right. Shout out to you, Wes.
I'm eating tacos.
Tacos and yogurt. I don't know. Maybe it could
Eating
be.
tacos, man. Chill out.
I like tacos. I'm just kidding.
Bet you do.
Why tear up now? Never passed one in my life. Saying. What's going on in the comments here? Somebody's rude. Boy, I'm not reading that one. My goodness.
Oh, Neil's talking about the Astros. Congratulations, Astros. Walk-off win. Congratulations. Actually,
So did you make hot dogs without the buns? Is that what's going on here?
Oh, Jez thinks I only like the wieners. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, man, corn dogs are pretty good.
What?
You don't like corny dogs?
The things I go through around here. I just feel like this is the Pick on West show. Now I gotta hear from Neil in the comments. Just being rude, bro. And it ain't right.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. We have had a king dethroned.
He couldn't wait.
Week 5.
He couldn't wait.
It is now our time to reveal our picks for week 6. The newly crowned king, yours truly. I want to give a big thanks to the Dallas Cowboys. And I want to give a big thanks out to, who was the other big win? The New York Jets. Thank you very much. The New York Jets with the big victory last week. This week may be a little bit different. Wes and I are still neck and neck. I don't know why he's rocking back and forth.
Because I lost my hat.
Man, look at that big old. I got a fat head, dude. That's a big cranium, man.
Hey.
I don't know what I can say, but Wes looks a little bit better on me than it does on you. Just got to say.
See, what happened? What happened was when he took the crown, your hat's still underneath it. So technically, he's wearing your hat.
Gross. Filthy. Disgusting.
That's what happened.
Cochino. Woo. As you can see for this week, we all like the Chicago Bears. Bear down. We all like the Niners. Split on Cleveland. Split on Green Bay and the Jets. The Jets look good. I mean, I do have to say, I do have to admit that. Jacksonville, Indy. West likes the Colts. No Jonathan Gray this week. Questionable. I don't know if he's going to play.
Colts.
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor.
Get
me started on that guy.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. He is your formidable opponent, I know, in fantasy. Minnesota Vikings. We had like a clean sweep over the third-string quarterback-led Miami Dolphins. Cincinnati, I like Cincy. West does too. That outlier on the end, I don't know. Taking NO. It is what it is. We'd like the we'd like the New York Giants to be shut down this week by the Baltimore Ravens.
Damn.
Man, they're showing my age now. Gosh dang.
I expect that from West, but not from you.
Tampa Bay, clean sweep. Los Angeles Rams, clean sweep. Split on Arizona and Seattle. Geno Smith is starting to pick it up. He is looking really good. I can see why West will take that pick. I'm going to trust the defense. I like what Arizona did against Jalen Hurts, putting a lot of pressure. I believe they exposed him this past Sunday. Hopefully Dallas Cowboys can do the same. Buffalo Bills head into Arrowhead. West is taking the Chiefs. I'm taking Josh Allen's. I'm taking Gabe. I'm taking Diggs. Cook finally scored a touchdown. Rookie Jonathan Cook, brother Dalvin Cook. And then that matchup, Sunday nights. Playoff implications. At the link, the 4-1 Dallas Cowboys will be taking on the undefeated NFC East leading Philadelphia Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. But you can see me standing alone, wearing a crown. I am taking the Cooper Rush-led, Micah Parsons dominating on defense, Dallas Cowboys, while these two jokers are taking the Philadelphia Eagles to get the dub. Jalen Hurts got exposed last week. He gets demolished this week. Nah, it's cool. It is what it is, sir. And if you don't like it, come back next week and we can talk about it. And then rounding out Monday Night Football, Denver at the Los Angeles Chargers at SoFi, where Dallas Cowboys were so fly. Wes and I like the Chargers. And this weirdo down there at the bottom, he's taking the tie, and I really can't blame him based off how the Denver Broncos have been playing. We had a tie, first game of the year, Indy and Houston. Almost had one 2 weeks ago. Monday night. Wouldn't it be a sight of a
Denver,
tie?
they've had has Denver, oh no, it was Colts that had a tie, right? Yeah.
Houston and Colts, week 1.
Yeah, I was there Googling, and I was like, have there ever been a team that had multiple ties in a single season?
That's a good
goes
stat.
back to the 60s, I believe. Is that right? I believe. Let me clarify.
Look at you doing the homework. You can see our picks. Wes, anything to say, anything to contribute? I know you're a bit sad, but it is what it is. You should have picked with your brain instead of your heart. Taking the Dallas Cowboys.
It is what it is. So, we still got a lot more weeks to go, man. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. And
for all those Philadelphia Eagles fans out there, please, I want to be the first to say, if Philadelphia wins, please always make sure to note that Wes Washington picked Philadelphia over the Dallas Cowboys. Week 6.
First of all, you made me pick a team. I don't like either team.
You could have picked a tie. You had that option.
No. You yelled at me and made me pick a team.
No, I said be a man and pick a team.
Not Dallas. I didn't say that other word. I said not Dallas.
All right.
So
why wouldn't you pick Dallas?
I win, I lose. If I lose, I win. If I lose, I think if I lose, I lose. If I win, I lose.
That's what I was telling James before the show started. Wes wants to take the W even if he takes the L because he wants his feelings to be intact, for the rest of the week, so he doesn't have a conniption. Thank you, Nas Cool. We appreciate your notation. All right, gentlemen, we know what the scores are. Well, you know where you stand. James, you had me really uncomfortable last week when you started off like 4-0, 3-0, and I'm like, is this dude gonna catch us? And then things went the way they went. Now I was back on track. Okay, everybody's normal again.
I'm just here for fun,
dude.
At this point,
you're not bad. You're 37-40. That's not bad.
I'd have to worse. I got to start making up some ground. So, but I do got to say, like, with this matchup with the Packers and the Jets, if I wasn't a Packers fan, I would have taken the Jets.
No.
I didn't like the way the Packers played at all.
Vengeance is coming.
Okay, I hope you're right.
The North is coming. Mm-hmm. Aaron Rodgers is pissed. And I got a feeling Aaron Rodgers is going to tell Matt LaFleur to kick rocks. He's going to call the game from the cuddle, and that's going to be that. Because I believe Matt LaFleur was calling the plays at the end of the game.
Why wouldn't you run the ball?
Why wouldn't you run the ball?
Run the damn ball.
Why wouldn't you run the damn ball? You have a 250-pound, 6-foot running back, and then the Dallas Cowboys do it, let's put both of our star backs in the backfield. How about that?
They had 1 yard on 2 downs. 1 yard.
1 yard.
How do you think that makes them feel? Well, since the topic here is feelings through the whole show.
Think about this. Think about the Seattle Seahawks when they had 1 yard with Marshawn Lynch to win the Super Bowl. And then they throw a pick. Russell Wilson starting to be a little overrated, dangerous.
Yeah, Richard Sherman had PTSD on Thursday.
He went off Thursday night, dude.
A lot of people were not. Nobody was happy about that game last Thursday. Everybody just really blew up on that game.
Hot garbage.
Made for some great memes.
Dude, yeah, but it was just. I turned it off. Like, it was on, but I wasn't watching it. It was on my phone. Hot garbage.
I had to watch it through because I was invested already.
Because of the fantasy?
Nah, Not really.
Okay.
I had I forgot who I had playing, but I was like, I've sat here for this much time. I might as well see it through.
Figures.
Yeah. I watched. I had to finish it, but I didn't want to start watching anything else. I figured I'll just finish and go to bed.
Dry your chonis, go to bed.
Yeah, I mean, I barely made it through the game. It was that boring.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is that part of the time of the show where we get off the rails 19 minutes before 10 o'clock. Let's see what we can do in that time frame. I'm going to throw it up in the air. Y'all call it whatever you want to talk about. Well, not whatever, but nearly whatever you want to talk about. Wes, pick a number 1 to 5.
4.
James.
2.
Wes, you go first because the number was 5.
Jeez. Then I got into that
That's cool. Anyways, what I was gonna say. No, I'm just kidding.
I just started watching that Dahmer series after I did the Redeem Team. I watched that one too. Have you seen that Redeem Team on Netflix?
No, I haven't.
Oh, I forgot y'all aren't basketball players. It's kind of about, it's basically about Kobe and about,
Is it real? Is it real Kobe or is it like a fictitious?
No. It's a documentary about the Redeem Team, which was, the 2008 USA basketball team. And
okay.
Well, that might be interesting.
yeah, just basically how them getting Kobe to come with them, and it changed the way the way all those guys approach things and all that kind of stuff. And
like how he said he was going to go through the chest of Dirk Nowitzki.
No, it wasn't Dirk Nowitzki. It was Paul Gasol.
Oh, Paul Gasol. You're right. My bad.
Which was his teammate.
Yeah.
That's why it made such a big deal. And he said.
And he did it, right? He ran.
Yeah. He said, "I'm gonna run right through that MFer."
No, you said it right.
And all the players like, yeah, whatever, dude. Yeah, right. He's like, that's your teammate. You're not gonna. And dude, he went boom right through him. And then apparently all the other guys are just like, Kobe's serious. But like they said, they went out because I think when they start off there in Vegas and the guys, because those guys are friends. It was like Bosh, Wade, Chris Paul was there. Carmelo and LeBron. So, all those guys are friends. So they were like, yeah, one night they wanted to go out and they come back to the hotel or whatever. It's probably like 4 a.m. And Kobe's like getting ready to go to the gym and to work out. And they're like, where you going, man? It's 4 a.m. I'm about to hit these weights, about to get in the gym. What y'all doing? And then they were just like, wow, look, this dude is serious. So then he got them all to start doing it, except for Carmelo comes out and he's like, man, F that. I'm not getting up at 4 a.m. to lift no weights. He said I think he said he got there by like 5 or 6 or something like that. But it's just saying how Kobe came in and he changed the culture of the team and told these dudes just because you're NBA players don't mean you can win it. The guys are getting better. And I think it's leaving – I don't think that, say, like Allen Iverson and Marbury, it's going to leave a good impression on them because they were the team that they took over there and they couldn't lead those young men to win. They basically blame it on Larry Brown because, he couldn't keep the team together. But, Coach K was a better guy. Got he's a military guy, and he made it about USA instead of about individual guys just showing up. So it's pretty good.
Sounds interesting, James. As you clear your throat.
Yeah, we're just getting into the Halloween spirit, man. What's up, Mingo? I love Halloween. Roll your eyes all you want. Roll them 360 all the way around.
If I could, that'd be a Halloween chick right there.
Yeah, for sure. So we're gonna be getting over at the Santa Cruz residence some Halloween movies, getting the costumes ready and all that stuff.
So what are you gonna be?
Me?
Yeah.
Check my Facebook on Halloween, man.
Bro, I'm kind of busy on Halloween.
Doing what?
Giving out candy.
Why you roll your eyes in if you're giving out candy?
Because I'm a big chicken. A
You gonna put
big
outfit?
chicken. Huh?
You gonna put a chicken costume on?
No, like I don't like scary movies.
Why?
I don't like because I fight. I don't run. I don't freeze. I fight.
Fight who?
If there's anything trying to attack me, like haunted houses, I don't go because I will get arrested.
Wes, would you pay like $5-10 to see Paul fight?
Well, I don't mean traditional.
Come on, man.
Somebody's getting trucked and thrown to the ground. I'm Devontae Adams in a haunted house.
What if you got a Paulo Costa in a
That mother, he better grab me,
bro?
He better grab me and choke me out, cause
All right, Yo Romero, you're in a haunted house and you just hear, "Come here, Paul, I love you."
Don't you get Jesus? Don't get Jesus. I'll be like, Yoel, calmate.
This is what will happen. You'll be scared and then you'll like try to do something and you just wake up in a hospital.
Probably, yeah.
That's what will happen.
100%. But I'm gonna try to. I'm trying to get out.
They're calling for a chicken suit next show.
Yeah, I can pay for it. Go ahead. Chicken wing, hot dog and bologna. You ever seen that chicken strip?
Yeah.
Macaroni with the chicken strip.
I've seen that.
You ever seen that?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Bro, you gotta get on the internet, my guy.
You don't even know how to work it. But yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing at the at my house, man. We're getting ready for Halloween. We carving pumpkins and all that stuff.
Wes, you giving out candy or what, my guy?
Nah.
Renting out the white van.
You gonna do transports to the bar?
What?
Transports to the bar?
I don't know, man. I can't even remember what I did last Halloween. I don't think I did anything. I don't think it's I don't do stuff like that anymore, man. I'm too old.
You don't dress up?
I don't dress up. No, man, I'm too old for that. Too old, too fat. You can keep that shit.
You're fat.
But
How much?
will go
What
give
percent
me
of body
some,
fat?
I will give you some Halloween candy, and I definitely will wait for that when they start doing that clearance Halloween candy.
Yeah,
I'll
you're
load
right.
up on that too.
Yeah, you're right. You gotta go hit up HEB at like 10 o'clock at night, Halloween night,
And
or
it's
31st.
I just love this time of year because it's fall, feels good outside, what's supposed to, and it just starts rolling after Halloween and the Thanksgiving and the Christmas and the New Year's.
Easy. There's something that happens right after Halloween and before Thanksgiving.
Dia de los Muertos.
The day after that, my birthday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Thanks for telling me.
You're supposed to know this thing.
Some of my friends,
That's
some
why I
of
don't
my
like.
some
That's
of
why I
my
don't like Halloween.
childhood friends. Oh, you've told me that before.
That's why I don't like Halloween because it's right before my birthday, and it's just like.
What's your birthday?
So what do you want us to do? Like roll out the red carpet, Paul's
No.
birthday? Are you one of those kind of guys?
No,
Women?
but I do celebrate the whole month.
Those are the
So-
worst. Don't tell me. I hope you're joking.
No, I do
You have a
celebrate
birthday month?
Oh, you one of them?
30 days.
It's the 30th?
No, it's on the 3rd, November 3rd.
Oh. My boss is the 2nd.
Okay, yeah. See,
Yeah, hates it even more now.
no, it's okay. I don't know his boss personally.
Yeah.
Could be like the dopest dude in the world. I don't know him.
Yeah, for sure. I just I like this time of month, so
No, I get it. I understand. Like everybody likes Halloween, and I get it. I understand. Like at my office, they're already like decorated Halloween, little gravestones, little there was a spider on my cubicle, and okay, cool.
you're right.
Do your thing. Nah, it's okay. I mean, I just ignore it.
Quick story, about 2 years ago when the Avengers Endgame had came out,
Yeah.
one of my buddies had gave me a Thanos mask.
Okay.
And I had the gauntlet. It's like moves around, glows.
Right.
And so I didn't have a costume, so I just put on the mask, put the gauntlet on, had my jacket, and was walking with the kids. I was their little escort.
Cool.
all the night. Hey, look, it's Thanos, and I was just like with that little gauntlet, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you stole our Halloween." They were like mad.
Where was this at?
Well, walking down San Jacinto.
The kids are saying you.
Yeah. They were like, I was like,
get your weight up.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I had fun, so I did the same the next year.
Wes, you gonna party it up Halloween weekend? Because Halloween's on a Monday night. There's football Monday night.
I'm gonna party it up, dude.
Who plays?
I think that next weekend though, I got a wedding to go to in Tyler.
Cincinnati at Cleveland. That's Halloween Monday night.
Cincinnati at Cleveland.
How ironic it's the Brownies.
Man, does anybody lose games like the Browns? I mean, they just
dang, bro. You're bringing up that Jets game. You're bringing all of it up.
I mean, how did they lose to the Chargers? I mean,
that's true.
What you should be saying, does anyone lose games this season like the Baltimore Ravens?
Yeah, that's another one.
I one of my good friends is a Baltimore Ravens fan, and I don't know if it's just because they've been doing shitty, but I'm at work and I'm like, yeah, dude, Travis Kelce, but he's like, I haven't been watching much football. I'm like, dude,
why?
What's wrong with you? Probably because I don't know. Like, don't turn into a woman on me now.
You know how what's really fun to watch is when you're a Dallas Cowboy fan and you can just go and watch a game and you just know how comfortable it is, know that your defense is probably going to get you out of a lot of predicaments. And then when you start the game off with a block punt and then you got a strip sack for a touchdown, man, it's just a wonderful feeling. It's just great to team to live up to like their hype, and they don't even got the starting quarterback. That's amazing. Just lets me know one thing: Dak Prescott ain't shit.
And then your owner, the crypt keeper, sitting up in the box score, crypt keeper Cam.
Hey man, as long as he cuts the checks, I'm not too concerned.
Yeah, I guess.
Wow, really, you blame it on Dak? Huh?
Dak ain't shit.
It don't matter.
Turning into Paul West.
You know what?
Paul 35 West.
Y'all wanted? I gave y'all the floor to talk about anything but football, and y'all both talked about sports.
I said Halloween.
I said Joe Montana.
Joe Montana's a quarterback, you fucking idiot. I'm gonna bring back the effort to the show. We've cut down a lot.
I said something about the that Dahmer stuff, and then you like got off. When you started snoring,
speaking of Dahmer, did y'all see what I dropped in the group chat with Stranger Things?
Yeah,
with Jeffrey Dahmer in it.
Yeah,
y'all think that's real, or you think it was an Easter egg?
Could be.
That's what they were kind of saying in that because I took an image of a reel.
Did you watch Stranger Things?
No, I only watched like the first season. I was
Me
like,
too.
Okay.
I heard it's really good, but it's like a long show, and
I
don't
have enough time for that show.
Same here.
But I have enough time for Game of Thrones. House of Dragons.
I heard it's garbage.
You got enough time for Duck Dynasty.
You goddamn right, I do.
Anyway.
Shout out to them boys out there in the duck call room.
Hashtag no ad.
I just said it's a show. It's not a business.
Okay.
I didn't say like duck buy duck.
Might as well.
Oh my god! Just shouting out another podcast. I always shout out Dark Side of the Mic.
Who's that?
I don't know. Apparently there's some show going down tomorrow on Dark Side of the Mic.
Oh, that one show that had their 4-year anniversary today.
That's what it is.
There you
I
go.
knew it was something like that. That's why I wanted to bring it up.
I heard they're doing a big show at Hobby's Barbershop tomorrow.
Hashtag no ad.
They're not a business.
They are a business.
They are not a business.
The location.
If you look them up,
the location is a business. The location of the.
I didn't say their official business title.
You said the.
Hobby's Barbershop.
That's not the name of it. Coincidentally,
It's not.
I know it's not. That's why I said that.
I need help.
But yeah, I agree with Mingo. First round exit from the playoffs, and so does Wes. He didn't even have to say it.
It's all right. Indianapolis is trash, so it doesn't matter.
I don't know whose team.
Last time I heard it was Indianapolis.
Last I heard it was Browns because he's a Sooner.
So what does the Browns have to do with anything? Bakers and Carolina.
That's what I said. Last I heard.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, that's cool. Nose. He said Jace.
Jace.
Yeah, Jace. From the show.
From what?
From the Duck Show.
Now he
From what?
Now he doesn't want to say the name.
The Duck Show.
Oh, dude. Who the hell is? I don't know no Jace.
Jace Eagles.
Now he's saying he's an Eagles fan.
Oh, he's an Eagles fan. Oh, because it hurts. Yeah, he went to Alabama.
He's worse than the LeBron fans. They just follow LeBron everywhere they go.
LeBron. It's all right.
Wow.
You see Nike? They gave NIL deals to I think 5 or 6 collegiate athletes.
That's good. You think Bronny will get an NIL deal?
Yeah, he was one of them.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
Did FaZe Clan give him one too?
Face Clan.
I like to say FaZe. Hashtag no ad.
Let's see here. All right. Bronny James among 5 hoops players land Nike NIL deals.
Everybody knows his daddy got him that deal. I mean, come on.
Daddy get him into the NBA.
Shit, his brother's gonna be better than him anyway.
Yeah, handful of there was 5 of them, but the whole paragraph of this article is about Bronny James, the first paragraph, and then they're like, in addition.
I think they're just trying to talk about him because he's 18th birthday was this weekend or something. Yeah, I think somebody did a show for him. Some rapper did a show.
Hopefully he ain't like Paul Pierce on IG Live.
Well, he was partaking in a little phyto medicine.
I heard
months back.
I heard a local strip club in Austin got in trouble at Avery Ranch for or that the school was it Vista Ridge, I think.
Yeah.
Showed up for.
Hey, they were having practice, bro. They didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
You know they knew. You know the coach knew.
Was it the females or was it both? Why? I don't know. If I'm a player, I'd be quiet about it. I guess it's the coaches that said something.
I promise you this. I promise you this. Ain't none of them high school players said a word. They just we're practicing, coach, and somebody probably took a photo and took it, and it got around to somebody's mama, and mama called the coach. That's what happened. I think.
What happened. That's got to be what happened. That's why these kids need to get out their phone.
That's right. Sometimes you just need to shut your mouth.
That's the parents.
Ignorant. No. What we're saying is they clout chasing by taking a video of it, and then it goes on through all the social medias, and somebody's mama is following their kid, and the mama gets the video, and she don't like it, understandably, and so she calls the coach, and there you go. But those workers were trying to go have themselves a little team building outing at the what golf course was it? Do we want to put them on notice?
I thought I said it.
Oh, I don't. Okay, yeah, you said it. I don't remember what you said, but whatever that golf course was. Yeah.
Ranch. But yeah.
Oh, so they're in the wealthy part.
And I saw a few workers post stuff, so because I know some friends of some friends.
See, he knows all the people in them chandelier places, man. He knows all them chandelier people.
Wes, all you got to say is my sources say.
And he over here slumming it with us.
No, well, I used to work across the street for him, man. And, so people would come in, or maybe I'd go visit them and have a drink.
What'd you do? Cut the grass?
Worked.
No, I worked at a restaurant.
Oh, okay.
I wish I had a ride mower. I could cut grass all day and just jam. Just have me put some earphones in and just jam all day.
Why do you want to be a grandpa just mowing the grass all day?
Listening to the Paul Rodriguez show?
Nah, he gonna be listening to that Luther Vandross and
Kanye West.
nah. You don't mow grass to
Old school
Kanye.
Kanye.
Nah, you don't mow grass. You know,
College dropout Kanye.
you work out to that college dropout music. You don't cut.
I work out and listen to all different kinds of stuff in different times. You know, man, I work out to some Phil Collins.
In the Air Tonight for sure. That's a dope song. If you cardio, heck yeah. I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
Coming? I thought it was calling.
Feeling in the air tonight. Feel it.
Yeah.
Phil Collins.
Yeah. So he says, I can feel it calling in the air. Or is it coming?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought
I can feel it coming in the air.
it was calling. I thought it was calling in there.
Tell me, James. Help me out with the lyrics. Set me straight.
Let's see here.
We are about at our time limit. We'll let James take us out with the proper lyrics of In the Air Tonight.
All right, you're right.
Thank you very much.
Is it?
I stand corrected.
Whatever. I'll still keep saying calling.
Such a J. You can't let me win, can you?
We got to be right. Right is right. I always tell myself, like, when I stand corrected, because a lot of people, the problem that they have is that they hate to be corrected. But
they hate to be wrong.
Yeah, true. But I always tell myself, and it stands for this moment now, I will live the rest of my life knowing that the lyric to that song says, I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
That's me a lot of weekend nights, just steadily enjoying libations and putting on music, and then that one YouTube Phil Collins live performance comes on with the blue hue. He's in that all black suit, walks around the stage with the earpiece, and then whenever the beat drops,
Man, what are you doing when this is going on?
oh, singing my heart out, bro, like Journey style. Don't stop believing. See, I can't sing. That's why I don't do karaoke.
If I could be a fly on the wall.
Bro, you don't have to. Just walk out so you can hear me outside the window.
Oh, dude,
You in your chones or what?
Nah. You gotta keep it real in case someone tries to break in.
Chones with socks.
Nah, I don't really. I only wear socks with shoes. I see people wearing socks with Crocs. I don't get it. Am I wrong?
Ask Austin.
Who?
Austin.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Man, only shoes I don't be flip flops. I would wear socks with those Crocs.
With
I don't
the
know,
flippy
man. I feel like they
floppies?
would get stinky.
With the Velcro slides, I could see socks with those.
Velcro slides,
Yeah, like you put the little slide.
like the chanclas.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can see socks with those, but
Yeah.
Crocs, nah.
What about
Like-
slides? Socks with slides?
Yeah, I could see it.
I don't know.
Kind of weird,
I
but whatever.
I used to wear my socks with slides, especially when I played basketball or whatever, just because you're going spot to spot.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
I didn't want my toes out there, so I don't know, man. But like I said, with flip flops though, that just looks weird.
Yeah, like especially if you got the thong ones.
Oh, fuck out of here.
We got ninja shoes on or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I see all the young cats. They wear the socks with the Crocs. I'm like, y'all ain't doing it right.
Aren't that what the holes are for? Like ventilation?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Nah. I gotta put some socks on. It's it now.
I don't wear my feet exposed, but I feel like as I'm getting older, I'm eventually I'm gonna break.
No, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't like my feet exposed either, but because I got some weird looking toes and things like that.
Probably because you played ball.
I wear flip flops.
You seen LeBron's feet?
If you were in athletics, you got some gnarly toes.
You seen LeBron's feet?
Bro, I've seen my feet. Yes, I've seen some gnarly toes. Yeah.
Not a big fan of feet, man.
Nah, me neither. I'm not a fan of feet.
But if I'm dating a girl, she can't have ugly feet.
Facts.
There you go. I won't touch an inch of your body.
Well, let me ask you this: if she said, "I'm getting my toes done," you got to get your toes done. Deal breaker.
Me right now, fuck it, take me.
All right, It's facts.
I'll go.
I'll go.
A few years ago, I wouldn't.
No, I'd go.
Yeah. 'Cause a few years ago, I ain't gonna lie. I'd be like,
What about the manicure?
my nails?
Your fingernails?
No.
Yeah, nope.
You're not touching my fingernails.
Draw the line right
No.
there.
You're not
Draw the
gonna
line.
catch me. You're not
Nope.
gonna walk into
Nope.
a nail place and catch me there. Like, no, it's not happening.
Ain't happening. Feet? All right.
Yeah, that's
Draw the
cool.
line with the hands.
Glass of wine. Dip my feet in there.
Wine. Bourbon, my guy.
Whatever
I'm
they
good.
got.
Try to
Fuck
be
it.
at least a man about it.
First of all, I don't like people touching my feet. First of all, I don't like people touching me at all. So, I mean, nah. It ain't.
Lies.
Tell it to your neighbor.
I don't like strangers touching me.
Oh, okay, strangers. There you go.
Strangers.
Thank you for clarifying.
I mean, I don't like people I know touching me. I like a bubble. You know, give me some room.
That's a big bubble.
Oh, dude, don't be rude.
You're a big guy, aren't you?
Notice I didn't say anything because it's like, big too.
Oh, yeah. You would have walked right into it.
That's why I was
My
like,
bubble is not that big.
Your bubble or
all right, guys, let's get after it. 10:07. We're up against it with Zoom. Go ahead and tell the people what they need to hear, James.
Dark Side tomorrow. Going to Javi's place
Thank you.
and infamous Lockhart Street Cake. If you don't know what it is, go in check it out. We'll be over there. Dark Side of the Mic on Facebook and Dark Side of the Mic on YouTube as well.
When is he gonna cut you a check? Cut y'all a check.
Maybe we'll find out tomorrow.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I want to see some business happening.
Yeah.
Wes,
I just want to say happy birthday to my nieces, Layla and Carly. I think they turned 18 today or something like that. I
wow,
don't know.
congratulations.
But love them.
Hey, you have a business, right, Wes? You have a business, right?
Yeah.
Let the people know.
That's, drive people around in the Lincoln. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna send you a bill for $100.
You send me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate y'all sticking with us and with watching us. That wasn't us who kicked Wes off. That was Zoom. So take it up with them. We appreciate y'all watching. As always, love yourself, love your neighbors. We appreciate y'all. See you next week.